Did you know that Vienna has one of the most successful housing systems in the world? Over 60% of its residents live in subsidized housing. Not just low-income families, but middle-class professionals like teachers and nurses do too. Unlike what we often see here in the US, Vienna treats housing as a public good rather than just an investment. So how does this model work so well there while housing here feels increasingly out of reach? Let's break it down. Vienna's housing model is built on one key principle. Housing isn't just an investment, it's a public good. The government owns and develops the land, controlling the cost of the housing by leasing it to a private developer under strict guidelines. This ensures high-quality housing remains affordable rather than becoming a vehicle for profit-maximizing investors. Private-public partnerships are at the core of this system. Instead of leaving housing development to private companies with free market incentives, the government sets clear regulations that developers must follow. This means well-designed, livable spaces instead of overpriced micro apartments squeezed into every possible square foot. Compare that to the US, where zoning laws and market forces prioritize profit over affordability. It makes you wonder, could private developers in the US ever buy into a model where profit isn't the main focus? Would they even want to? One of the most interesting aspects of Vienna's housing model is how it creates truly mixed income communities. Public and subsidized housing isn't pushed to the outskirts or hidden away. It's seamlessly integrated into desirable neighborhoods right alongside market rate homes. This means doctors, teachers, retail workers all live side by side, creating a more cohesive society where wealth disparities don't shape the entire city. Think about how public housing is treated in the US, often underfunded, segregated, and stigmatized. Could Americans even accept the idea of living in a city where social classes mix so freely? Or is it our attachment to exclusivity too strong? Now let's ask the big question. Could we apply this model to an American city? Let's take a place like San Francisco or New York, where the housing crisis is unbearable. For this to work, we'd have to rethink our entire approach to housing. It would require government intervention to acquire and develop land, partnerships with private developers who are willing to play by new rules, and a cultural shift in how we think about where and how people should live. But here's the thing. Americans love the idea of home ownership as a wealth-building tool. Would shifting towards a model where housing is treated as a public good instead of an investment even be possible? Or would people fight to keep things the way they are, even if it means skyrocketing rents and increasing homelessness? So here's the challenge. Sometimes solutions require us to think beyond the obvious. Right now, we tend to see housing through a lens of personal wealth and profit. But what if we're missing the bigger picture? Could Vienna's model be the third dimension that we refuse to acknowledge? At the end of the day, the question isn't just, could this work in the US? It is, would we ever let it? Drop your thoughts and comments below. I'd love to get a conversation started. If this video got you thinking, hit that like button and subscribe. We do deep dives every week, and we'd love to have you be part of them. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.